What's good, people? It's your boy Twale back with another review for Kingdom, chapter 591, entitled The Three Great Heavens Shield, mostly referring to Chogaryu. Now, this chapter was very good. I really liked it. It was quite simple, though. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really too much to dissect, but the chapter flows as such. We get an overview of the field. The Haishin unit is going up against the Chogaryu army. The Banaji army and the Gakue army are going up against the Akko army. The Gyoun army is going against the Gyokuho. Cool. We get we jump right in to Sosui. Yeah, Sosui. His cavalry unit have completely broken through the second line of Zao defenses for the Chogaryu army. So they're pushing through. They're doing amazing. Now, it was stated by Shosa and Bihei, I believe, that no, it was stated by Bihei that he's really like him and his unit are really doing damage. They're really pushing forward, but it came at the cost of, well, not really the cost, but normally in these types of situations, Sosui would split his men up. He would split the Kabuki unit. He would split the cavalry in half. This way, half of them could focus on attacking, while the other half focus on defense. But because of Ten's strategy and Ten's plan this time, none of them are worried about defense or backing up or supporting anything like that. They're all just focused on attacking, and because of that, they are showing a newfound strength that we don't normally see from them on the battlefield, which is a great boost. Then we also get reports that, what was his name? Sugen and his infantry have broken through the second line, even while getting penetrated with arrows and all types of shit. So, big ups to Sugen. I really do believe that, like, eventually, like, I don't know, he might stay the infantry guy for a while, but eventually he will, like, get his own unit and he'll be a mounted soldier. Like, when the Haishin unit becomes bigger, I do see Sugen being an army commander. I can see that. So we then we switch back to Ten's group at the HQ, and we're basically getting reports of how everybody's doing. Like I said before, Sosui is breaking through with the Kabuki unit. Sugen is breaking through with his infantry. They said that the the Duke Hyo boys, were struggling slightly because at the end of last chapter, that's where Chogaryu sent most of his reinforcements and most of his reserves. He sent them at Shin and at the Hyo, so they're being hunkered down. They're not doing as well as Sosui's group because they have more people to deal with. And Ten is like, nah, fuck that. Get Ryusen to step it up. And he was another unit that he wasn't moving as fast as everybody else. So she told them to send a messenger or whatever, have Ryusen step his game up. This way the Hyo boys can step their game up and push through the second line. So they're doing this. And for the most part, the Haishin unit is doing very well. And it's at this moment that the Banaji army begins to take off. And they begin to charge at the Akko army. Now, when we were with the Akko army, what was his name? Danza, I believe it was, or Danzi, or something like that. Danza, the stand-in commander for Akko. He was giving the orders, letting them know, look, it's do or die. More so than ever. It's do or die. If you do not win, you will die. That is the end of it. Do not retreat. Do not fall back. Do not fail. It's do or die. You gotta get it done. And then my man Akakin, yo, just I see you in a minute, man. Where you going, bruh? Nigga, we gotta deal with Banaji somehow. It's like, oh yeah, okay. I told y'all before, I fucks with Akakin. Akakin is a cool ass nigga. Drifting horse and all of that. I fucks with Akakin. So he leaves to go do whatever the fuck he does. And he's thinking to himself, like Benaji's not the type of guy that we can go head up against like in a full on frontal assault. So he wants to figure out a way, despite the risk, because he does mention that it's going to be a great risk, but he wants to find a way to sow confusion amongst Benaji's army. And I don't know why, but it kind of like that statement, like sow confusion, kind of threw me off, because that's usually only something we hear like in a nighttime raid or like towards the night. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how are you gonna sow confusion? They're gonna like it's broad daylight. They're gonna see who you are. But then I remembered it's a Kakin, so the nigga crazy. Let's see what he does. We flash over to the Gyokuho unit, and they are fighting again. They're fighting Gyo-Un's army. Banyo, the adjutant for Akko, he gets hit with a couple arrows, but he's good. He takes him out, talks a little shit. He's good. And then the 10 spears come out. And this is not something that I noticed before, but it seems that the 10 spears all have tassels or like ribbons on the at the base of their spearhead. And I didn't notice that before. That's pretty cool. So I thought that was dope. And my kid, damn, what was his name? Make it quick. The guy with the face mask in Ohon's unit. He gets like bloodlusted eyes because he's like, yo, those are the ones that killed Koyoku. So he's mad and they're just going at it. They're about to fight. We still haven't seen Gyo-Un. Like, I get that he's not taking part because the man had a hole in his whole arm, but like in his forearm. But it's like, I at least want to see him. I want to see what he's doing, because I'd be damned if like Shin is 2 seconds away from killing Chogaryu and then Gyo-Un's just in Chogaryu's HQ just because. I'll be so tight. Like, Hara, don't do that. Hara, there's a lot of things you shouldn't do that you are setting up, but don't do that. That is something you should not do. Don't just have Gyo-Un just be chilling just at someone else's HQ. Don't do that. And I can already see it happening too. But anyway, we switch back over to the High Shin unit, and they're still pushing. And everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's doing their job. Everybody's pushing. And I think this is when Bihei and them are discussing how Ten's strategy is to send them into like a false sense of security, kinda, where it's like you have the Sosui, is it Sosui's cavalry or the Kabuki cavalry? Either way, it's the same unit. The ex-Kabuki Sosui's cavalry, you have them pushing forward. You have the High Hyodu's pushing forward. You have Sugen's infantry pushing forward. But for the most part, you don't have any Shin or Kyokai. And Shosa tells Bihei, like, yeah, that's the plan. So that they think that this is the maximum the High Shin unit is capable of. So, on cue, just like Ten said, Chogaryu is the shield. He is the defense leader of Rinshoujo's army, or was the defense leader of Rinshoujo's army. So he will definitely have something more grandiose in terms of defense than this. And once he uses that, that's when we'll have Shin and Kyokai going in and wreck shit. Great. Cool. She didn't commit. She committed everything without committing everything. So that's kind of a plus on 10. And then we switch over. Damn truck. Then we switch over to Chogaryu. And he admits, like I said last chapter, that he slightly underestimated the High Shin unit. I think he greatly underestimated them, and the chapter proves that later. But he admits that he underestimated them, and now it's time for his shifting sands formation. And I was thinking to myself, like, okay, this is the part, this is the shit about Kingdom that's really like grade A, is when they start using different tactics and techniques, and then Hara will explain what, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in the panels, and you'll like, this is what makes Kingdom so great. So he uses it, and it kind of looked like Akko's defense, like, Osen's defense that Akko used, where it had gaps in certain areas, but then like you can tell that there was units ready to like step up and like again shifting sands. They was ready to step up and shift into position, but it kind of looked like Akko's defense. And when the Dukio boys, Sosui and Sugen all hit it, they all came to a halt, just like Akko. And just like Akko's defense when he was going against the 3 armies, except this is just 3 units. So it's not as grand, but it is still a pretty good defense considering that these 3 units was just, you know what I'm saying, cleaning house. So they get stopped. And then that's when Ten is like, yeah. Well, actually, the dudes at her HQ were complaining about them getting stopped. And then that's when she's like, yeah, he was the defense leader for Rin Shoujo. And his defense, you know what I'm saying, will be pretty good. But one of her main questions is like, she was telling them, she's like, yeah, this is like going up against one of the 3 great heavens defenses. And they were like, well, if that's the case, then how do we break through it? And then she's like, he'll do it, no doubt. It's like, yeah, Ten, yeah, you know your boy Shin is about to wreck house. He's about... Now, this is the thing, though, right? Does this make Shin Marshal Might already great general level? Because it was clearly general level, you know what I'm saying, a couple arcs ago. But what, like, is his martial might, is his martial might alone great general level? Is his morale boosting great general level? Because once Shin broke through, everybody broke through. It was, you, nigga, what? Everybody broke through. Chogaryu was even talking about how warfare is all about flow. And with this formation, he was going to stop the High Shin unit's flow. Yeah. No. This is why I say he massively underestimated them. This is why I say Roboku should not have underestimated them. Even if it was a slight risk, Roboku should have sent someone like Fute over with 3,000 men so that he could be an assassinary unit and cause disruption to help further aid them, even if he didn't send a whole nother army. Because Shin is Shin, and I get it. We're the reader, so we know he's the MC. They don't know he's the MC. Bruh, this is what Shin does. Roboku, you know what I'm saying? Fucking #1, grade A, 100 level intelligence. Yo, not when it comes to his people skills. Not when it comes to reading people. Because he is fucking up dearly. Dearly. Because, again, Gyoun hasn't been seen since he got a hole in his arm. Chogaryu is vastly overconfident. He's overconfident and he's underestimating Shin. So that just caused you to fuck up. Banaji is the only one who I can say, not for nothing, is like he doesn't, like, I guess his major flaw would be like right now that like he can't go into his berserk mode because they're in a, what was it? He doesn't feel that like they're in like true danger yet, so he can't go into his berserker mode. But that's really the only thing like really fucking with Banaji, because he even said in this chapter that all the damage, like everybody that was hurt in Ohon's battle and what he did to cripple Banaji's army, it's like, yeah, most of them, they're healed now and they're ready to fight. So it's like I don't know why they don't focus around Banaji. I don't know. I don't get why everything was centered around Gyoun and Chogaryu. Well, I guess we'll have Banaji for later arcs. Well, yeah, we most likely will have Banaji for later arcs because Chogaryu's dead. The combination of Shin, the morale, like every swing of his glaive is just boosting. That's what he does. He just boosts morale with every swing. So with the combination of him and Kyokai wrecking that formation, and the fact that Chogaryu sent most of his elites to fortify and perform this formation, I don't know, man. It shouldn't be too much. Like Ten said, Shin and Kyokai and the Hishin unit should be able to push forward and kill Chogaryu in one hit right now. Because unless Chogaryu himself is some type of fucking closet Hoken, he's not beating Shin. And unless, like I said earlier, fucking Gyoun is just somehow in Chogaryu's HQ And even then, he ain't got his dominant arm. He's getting wrecked right now. Shin would probably, if Gyo-un was there, Shin would probably kill both of them. Or Shin would kill Gyo-un and Kyokai will kill Chogaryu. Either way, it ain't look. It's done. I think we can close this one. Yeah, I think we can close this one. But Naji might make it because he doesn't have like a specific opponent that's like on his level martially, so he might make it out unless Akakin does some crazy shit. But I don't see Chogaryu unless he retreats all the way to Raboku. And then Shin and them like attack Raboku's HQ too, but I don't see that happening either. But that is possible, but I don't see that happening. I don't see Chogaryu retreating all the way back to Raboku. So he's most likely dead. Gyo-un's gonna be tight that his man's died, and Shin and them are gonna win the day and like just become, just become the Shin army next. Like it's a wrap now. Like they're a full-fledged army now. They're just taking over. Shin is unofficially a general with the strength of a great general because he blew through that shit in one hit. And I love the panels where Hara shows Shin gritting his teeth. Because you always know the next panel after that is going to just him one swinging a nigga. Like, get out. Fucking love that. I love Kingdom, man. But honestly, before I forget the cliffhanger of this chapter. Don't do it, Hara. If you kill Shosa, you take away the chill of the High Shin unit. Like, literally, there is no chill in the High Shin unit without Shosa. So, I kindly ask that you kill Bihei or Ko or the other kid that's from Shin's village. Like, you kill one of those guys. Do not kill Shosa or Sugen. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, you can't do it because he's the dude. Like, you can't just kill... I get it. One of the guys from Uhon's unit died, so we got to suffer too. But not Shosa. Anybody but Shosa. I think that's about it. I think I touched on everything. Yeah, that's about it. Just don't kill Shosa. That's my nigga. Like, comment, and subscribe, people. Have a good one.